Welcome to WarVision. In the year 2037, the roof of the world becomes the stage for a conflict unlike any other. High above the clouds, amidst the unforgiving peaks of the Himalayas, two of the world's modern military giants, India and China, stand on the brink. This is not history. This is a glimpse into a potential future, a simulated scenario based on current geopolitical trends and technological trajectories. This is the Himalayan War of 2037. For decades, the line of actual control has been a scar on the face of Asia, a disputed frontier simmering with tension. By the mid-2030s, this tension has escalated into a new kind of Cold War, fought not just with soldiers, but with silicon and steel. A relentless arms race has transformed these remote mountain passes into fortresses of the future. In Ladakh, India's northern command has evolved into a high-tech bastion, its bases burrowed deep into the mountainside, shielded from both the elements and enemy eyes. Across the border in the Tibetan Plateau, China's Western Theater Command has constructed a network of automated outposts and logistical hubs, a testament to its ambition to project power far from its heartland. Both nations have poured immense resources into acclimatizing their forces and their technology to operate at altitudes where manavs and machines struggle to breathe. The old border disputes over slivers of land have now become a strategic chess game, with each side vying for dominance over the critical Himalayan heights. The stakes are higher than ever, and the world watches with bated breath as the fragile peace begins to crack. As we peer into 2037, the balance of power is a complex equation of geography, technology, and human will. India's strength lies in its newly formed Mountain Strike Corps, a force specifically trained and equipped for high-altitude warfare. These are soldiers hardened by generations of experience in lead-high mountain environments, now augmented with next-generation exoskeletons for enhanced mobility and endurance. Their doctrine emphasizes decentralized, agile combat, using the terrain itself as a weapon. They are supported by a constellation of dedicated surveillance satellites, providing real-time intelligence on enemy movements. On the other side, China's Western Theater Command leverages its massive industrial and technological might. Its strategy revolves around overwhelming firepower and network-centric warfare. Robotic infantry units, quadrupedal machines capable of navigating treacherous terrain act as the vanguard, absorbing the initial shock of contact. These are directed by a sophisticated command and control network, linking ground forces, air assets, and orbital platforms into a single, cohesive fighting machine. The skies are patrolled by stealthy, high-endurance drones, serving as Ghatna eyes and ears, and in some cases, as the executioners themselves. It's a classic clash, India's specialized mountain warriors against China's technologically superior integrated force. The first move is made under the cloak of a gathering blizzard. As winds howl and snow blankets the peaks, China initiates its offensive. It's not a barrage of artillery or a column of tanks, but a silent, deadly wave rising into the thin air. Swarms of thousands of small autonomous drones, launched from mobile high-altitude platforms, sweep across the line of actual control. Their mission: to disable India's communication nodes and forward observation posts, blinding the defenders before the main assault begins. The sky, already gray with storm clouds, darkens with this metallic plague. But India has anticipated this threat. As the drone swarms are detected, a new kind of light cuts through the blizzard. From camouflaged positions, Indian forces activate their network of solid-state laser defense systems. Brilliant beams of directed energy lance into the sky, incinerating the incoming drones one by one. The air crackles with the sound of superheated metal and miniature explosions. On the ground, skirmishes erupt. Indian soldiers in advanced cold weather gear engage Chinese robotic patrols amidst the blinding snow. The battle is a chaotic, disorienting dance of laser fire, machine gun chatter, and the ever-present roar of the wind. The first strike has been blunted, But the battle for the Himalayas has only just begun. As the initial human-led engagements result in a stalemate, both sides unleash their most powerful and most unpredictable weapon, a fully autonomous artificial intelligence battle management system. This is the AI tactical phase. The conflict shifts from a test of human courage to a contest of algorithms and processing power. India's AI, codenamed Chanakya, is designed for adaptive defense, analyzing the complex Himalayan terrain in real time to predict enemy movements and redeploy units to intercept them. It learns from every engagement, optimizing its defensive postures and exploiting topographical advantages with superhuman speed. China's AI, Sun Tzu, is built for relentless multi-domain offense. It coordinates the drone swarms, robotic ground units, and long-range missile strikes in a perfectly synchronized symphony of destruction. The battlefield transforms into a digital overlay on commanders' screens, with friendly and enemy units Fluso-like pieces on a constantly changing board. Thermal and radar views cut through the storm, revealing heat signatures and troop concentrations. The AIs battle each other in cyberspace as fiercely as the soldiers and machines do on the mountainside, launching cyber attacks to disrupt command links and feed false data to Jijic opponent. The war is now being fought at the speed of light, with each AI trying to outthink and outmaneuver the other in a deadly, high-stakes game of digital chess. The turning point comes not from a brilliant tactical move or a technological breakthrough, but from the raw, untamable power of the Himalayas themselves. A salvo of Chinese long-range missiles aimed at a fortified Indian command bunker misses its target and impacts a vast, unstable glacier high on a mountainside. The resulting explosion triggers a cataclysmic event. A monstrous avalanche, a wall of snow, ice, and rock kilometers wide, thunders down the valley. It indiscriminately engulfs everything in its path: Chinese robotic columns, Indian forward positions, and critical access roads. A deafening roar. The geography of the battlefield is instantly and irrevocably altered. Both armies are suddenly cut off. Supply lines, the lifelines of any modern military, are severed. Convoys are buried, automated resupply drones can no longer find landing zones, and entire battalions are isolated in pockets, surrounded by impassable debris and snow. The advanced AI systems, for all their processing power, are faced with a variable they cannot control: nature's fury. The war of advanced technology grinds to a halt, replaced by a primal struggle for survival against the cold. In the aftermath of the Great Avalanche, the simulation projects a new reality. The grand strategies of both AI generals are rendered moot. Isolated units, low on power, ammunition, and supplies, are forced into a de facto truce. The primary mission is no longer conquest, but survival. In this frozen, high-altitude purgatory, the conflict fizzles into a tense, undeclared ceasefire. The simulation predicts that, facing a humanitarian and logistical disaster of immense proportions, both nations would accept a United Nations brokered resolution. The outcome is a bitter stalemate. Both sides claim tactical victories in the initial phases, but the final map looks hauntingly similar to the one before the conflict began. The only thing gained is a profound and costly lesson in the futility of war in such an extreme environment. As the simulated conflict ends and the digital soldiers lower their weapons, a chilling quiet returns to the Himalayas. The mountains, scarred and broken, remain indifferent to the ambitions of men and machines. In this vision of a future war, we see that even with the most advanced technology, the highest strategies, and the bravest soldiers, some battlefields offer no spoils to the victor. For in the highest mountains, war leaves no winners.